Hey guys, it's Portal, and in the brand new 1.4 update that's gonna come to console in September 30th, this Thursday, a new game mode is gonna be added to Terraria. It's kind of a creative mode, which everyone has asked for since the game exists. Since 2011, everybody has been like, "Well, when are you gonna add creative mode?" And they didn't. This isn't creative mode, but by the end of the game it kind of is, because in journey mode you have a lot of features and a lot of different things you can do to personalize your experience. Journey mode is the best mode if you want to play in the most convenient way possible, and I'm gonna show that. The first thing you gotta make is a new character, and it has to be a journey character. Only journey characters can play in journey worlds. You can't just get a classic medium core or hardcore character in a journey world, or you can get a journey character in a normal world. It has to be a journey world and the journey character. So let's start. Let's make this character. I'm gonna call it test, alright, because this is of course a test, and I'm just gonna randomize it a little bit because it's fun. And no, ugly. Okay, this guy is kind of crazy. No. Okay, I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go with this old man here. He probably hates video games, but well, he's gonna be my video game character now. So let's start this. And I made my character. Where is him? It's Test here, and he is a journey character, as you can see. Let's start this, and now let's make a journey world. Journey, as you can see, it's the default option. So for the characters in the world. So if you actually want to play the game like the classic modes, the normal modes, or expert or master, you're gonna have to select that. So remember that journey mode is always pre-selected, so you can just spam the button if you want. But well, you can make this world. It's the forceful route. Okay, I don't care. And you can pick the seeds. The journey mode doesn't block anything. It just adds to the game. So you can just imagine if you want to play in For the Worthy, you can just type this in, and that's it. So let's just go. Let's create our world. I'm gonna create a small world because I'm showing it for you. So let's go. Okay, so my world is created, and it's here, the forceful route. And as you can see, it is a journey world. So let's start this. I have my journey character selected, and now a journey world that I'm gonna select, and I'm getting the world. As you can see, I've spawned with a little different items. You usually in a journey world only start with a copper short sword, a copper pickaxe, and a copper axe. But now I've started with an iron set of tools, including the hammer, a flint staff, 100 torches, which is enough for me to just duplicate them. I'm gonna show that to you later. Ropes, I can duplicate them now too because I have 100 of them. A magic mirror, so you start with this, it's very handy. And a grappling hook. So this is kind of an easier start to get to the game. You can just delete what you don't want if you just wanna, play like, I don't know. I think starting with a grappling hook is cheating, so you can just trash it. Or you can just come here in this little power menu button. You go here to research menu, and you can just research it, and it's gone from your inventory. But now if you want it again, you can just go to this duplication menu I'm showing here and get the grappling hook again. So let's equip it, and now I have infinite grappling hooks. If I want more, I can just get more. Now I'm just gonna research here my magic mirror. So now I have infinite magic mirrors. I can research these ropes here, and now I have infinite ropes. You can just do this. Research the torches, the flint staff, the iron hammer, the iron axe, the iron pickaxe, and the iron short sword, and you can just get them. Each item needs a specific amount of it for you to duplicate it. So for example, woods, I will need 100 woods to duplicate it. It's not always 100, don't worry. Like for example, mushrooms, if I wanna duplicate mushrooms, I can just come here, and it's 30 mushrooms. So this is kinda hard, so I'm gonna have to start collecting mushrooms. And when I get 30 mushrooms and research all of them, I literally have infinite mushrooms right now. And maybe if you start playing, you're gonna realize that the difficulty is a little easier, because here in the power menu you can do many things. For example, you can change the enemy difficulty slider. You can put it on master, expert, classic, or journey, well, everything's gonna be different. If you put it on master, even bosses are gonna have the new expert mode AI, so you can just put it on expert mode. And if you just want like the master, this is kind of an exploit, but you can do it. If you want like the master relics and everything, you can defeat the boss in like journey mode difficulty, which is like easier than normal mode that exists. So you can play even easier than normal modes, and then in the end of the boss you can just push to master, like make this bigger. Then in the end of the boss you can just set this to master, and then you can just get the master loot. Okay, don't tell anyone I told you this secret. So I'm gonna put in journey difficulty right now because whatever. So another thing you can do is to enable or disable the infection spread. So the corruption or crimson, you can set it to not spread in a world. If you just want like kind of a creative world, that's good, you know, that's a good thing, because you can just not worry about that. That's what I said in the beginning of the video. Journey mode is the most convenient mode ever because you can just control almost everything. There is the personal power menu where you can enable this increased placement range. It is enabled by default, and when I play journey mode I just leave it on, man, don't worry. You can select enemy spawn rates, so you can set them to 0 if you want no enemies, 1% of course if you want the normal amount of enemies, or you can make it 10 times and you can get 10 times the amount of enemies. And it's very useful to farm stuff, but it's still gonna be hard, you know, so surviving it isn't exactly easy. But I'm setting it normal. And something that I do consider cheating, if you're not like, just for example, I used God mode when I was fishing for the Supreme Helper Minion achievement. But if you actually play and just cheat bosses with God mode, man, that's kind of cheating, alright? But just know that you can do it. I'm gonna activate it now because of the video. I don't wanna like die or anything. So yeah, you can use God mode if you want. The only difference about God mode, by the way, is that you don't lose mana or health. That's what happens. You don't, so you don't die. Nothing happens to you. You're God. That's it. Now there's the weather menu. You can set like, you can control the winds. You can put no winds, or put it, or change the direction of it and how much wind do you want. So I'm gonna put like a lot in the west. You can wind change enabled. You can just, this is something, wind change. Yeah, you can just disable and make winds always be the same, you know, if you don't want like wind to change sometimes, because you set it to west but eventually it's gonna go to east, you know. You can just set it to not change ever. Then you can put the rain control slider, where you can just put clear sky, how it is right now. You can put drizzle, it can be raining a little bit, or monsoon. Oh my god, it's raining. This is like a total thunderstorm and it's so annoying. So clear sky, for God's sake. And rain change, rain control, rain change. It's the same thing about wind change. You can disable it if you don't want rain to ever come, you know, or you want all the game to always be raining, you know, and if you disable rain change, it's never gonna stop to rain, so be careful with that. Raining is horrible. Or you can just set it to clear sky and disable this, so it's never gonna rain again. Or it's gonna rain when you want it to rain. Again, this is the most customizable mode ever, you know. And now there's the time menu. You can freeze time if you want, and you can select a time of the day you want. You can change the speeds of time too, so I can just unfreeze time here, and now it's passing 24 times quicker. And this is very useful if you're just like waiting for something. For example, when I did the Supreme Helper Minion challenge, I just set it like to the time, and then just, it's very useful. It's very useful to just, mainly to do like the Supreme Helper Minion achievement. I have a video on that if you need. But too, if you're just playing, like you play Terraria, imagine this, you play Terraria like a million times, and some things are a little boring, like, oh no, I have to wait to a specific hour to get a specific item, like for example the prismatic lace wings for the Empress of Light. That's really boring, you know. Oh no, I have to wait for it. I know you can sleep, but it's still, inconvenient. So if you're just bored of that stuff, you can just hop in playing journey modes and just choose what you're gonna use. So if you don't want to, you cannot research everything. You can only research, I don't know, torches and buffs or whatever, you can just personalize this any way you want. So yeah, journey mode is amazing. It's a very useful mode. It's a very fun mode to play in. I'm very excited for 1.4 on my PS4 to actually make a journey world, and a journey character, to actually really get good at play a lot and get like every single item in the game. Because in journey mode, it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit uh, more chill, to play. And if you just want to chill and play the game exactly as you want, journey mode is the way to go. So this was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and that's everything. Goodbye forever. Until next video, guys.